Is it fire and light or is it a glassy baby?
Yeah, it's both. It's a fire glass. It's a fire baby.
My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that I can buy and flip for a profit. I'm the Crazy Wife Lady and welcome to my channel.
Well, Dagny and I just arrived at the Lancaster Goodwill, and we are going to head in and see what we can find to buy and flip for a profit, but it kind of looks like a ghost town, so hopefully we find something. Here's a sweet little kitty. It's a doorstop. I feel like we saw one of these recently. Gosh. Julia got something similar to this at Cracker Barrel. It was like $45, and it's just this little breathing puppy on a pillow. So like, oh, maybe that's one of those, but it's not. $2.99. I noticed they're charging $2.99 for cats' meows now. They used to just throw them all in a bag for $2.99, but now they're $2.99 each. So I can't really pay that for them. Looks like silver plate. Yeah. Look at that man. Look at the hair on that. Oh boy. All right. Wow, there's a giant Polish vase. $9.99. Pretty sure that's Polish. I come across the smaller versions a lot. There's a cute little teapot. It looks like they put all the Easter stuff out. Lots of Easter. Not like the last time we were here though, and they had all that TJ Maxx. There's a picture with a sunflower on it. It says made in China. What is this? Contract bridge complete. And then the New England Patriots. Alright. What kind of glass is that? That looks interesting. She's got a crown on. I guess she's a queen. There's a creamer. I like the lid on that. I almost feel like that lid maybe went to the sugar, but it's all by its lonesome on the shelf. I don't know if we're gonna find much today. They're Japanese. Here is an abandoned cart. They're usually pretty well picked over, but let's check it out anyway. Little votive there. Here is a amber glass vase. It's hand blown. It's very crude. It's $1.99. I might have picked it up if it was any other color besides amber, but I'm just not feeling it. That back there is blown glass. See all the little tiny bubbles in there. Here is a milk glass melon. This is a melon vase. $1.99 for a melon vase. This is kind of weird looking with these knobby things on it. But I like it for $2.99. Textured glass. I'm not sure if that's made in Finland. Yeah, I'm just not sure about that, but it's very interesting. So I'm going to stick it in my cart and figure it out later. I kind of like the glaze on this Christmas tree. I was surprised there weren't any chips on it. It's marked on the bottom, but that's not a mark I really recognize. Yeah, we'll take that. Looks like somebody's angel collection was donated to the Goodwill. And it just goes on and on and on all the way down to the end of the shelf. I noticed this little guy. This is the one that does not belong. And he is a candle. He's kind of a cool candle, though. I like his little playing cards. So I'll take him. I think he's $1.99. Here's a sweet little dish. It's 99 cents. I don't know. Not sure where that's made, but I like it. Here's a little dish. Looks to be handmade. I'm just not seeing a whole lot today. What is this down here? It's a nice shape to it. Like that elongated spout. This vase is spode. I recognize it because it's got that little Santa Claus on the top of the tree. What did you find? Is it fire and light or is it a glassy baby?
Yeah, it's both. It's a fire glass. It's a fire baby.
A fire baby. What is this? He's got a chip. They always have a chip. Oh, he's adorable. Yeah, he's got a chip and then more chipping there. I'm about to give him another chip because I'm struggling. There we go. What kind of face is
Like
that?
an infection. That poor thing. And they were like, you know what? I'm going to make her eyes pink and red and give her a lip.
Oh my gosh. That is like probably...
She has no chips or cracks.
I think that's the most terrifying one we've ever found. That's great. Are you going to buy it?
No.
No? Are you sure?
Maybe I might need it though.
What would you need it for?
To keep people away from the candy.
I think you'd have better luck with the cottage cheese thing. Okay, well, we didn't have tremendous luck here at the Goodwill today, and we didn't spend very much either. Unfortunately, I lost my receipt in my purse already between the store and the car, so I'm not sure exactly how much we spent, but it couldn't have been more than $12. So we got a few things. Obviously, I'm not going to end the video here. I think we'll go find something else to do. So I will pick this video up soon. Here we go. All right, well, we are back at the shop today, and I am going to unbox. And Andrew and I did a kind of a pick the other day. I just got one box of stuff, but I figured today we could open that box and I could show you the stuff that we picked since we didn't film it. All right, so these are the boxes we're going to go through right now. This is the stuff that I told you we got at a pick, and I think our total spend on all of this was $500. And it may not seem like a lot of stuff because it's not, but it's really good quality pieces. So as you can see, it's not full of paper, it's bubble wrap. I think we can handle the bubble wrap. I promise not to pop it. So this was an interesting form. I really like the form of this piece. The owner of this house really had a great appreciation for art pottery, so there are some really nice art pottery pieces in here. This one does have a little marking there. Unfortunately, it looks like an 8, and that's really all I've got to go on. But I really love the form of this. This here is cloisonne. It's a really nice piece of cloisonne. It's kind of this robin's egg blue, and it's got 2 birds on it. There are no markings on the bottom. On the inside, there is a receipt that we could not get out. Or maybe Andrew did pull it out, and then he put it back in because he said it said cloisonne, so I don't know. I'm not going to try to get it out. But yeah, so this is a cloisonne vase, and I really love the fine detail of it. It's different than a lot of the cloisonne we come across. It even looks like there's a bird there flying in the sky. So anyway, I love the color of that. Here is a green opalescent footed bowl. This is rings and I can't remember. But it's a pretty common pattern. We've come across it a few times, and we've bought and sold it before. Now here are 2 art pottery pieces. I'll show you the heartbreaker first, because this one is a total heartbreaker. And it was already like this when we purchased it. You can see there is damage to the spout, so that is really unfortunate. But it's still a nice display piece. You can turn it if you want to put it in your collection and display it. I'm going to end up breaking it trying to get the lid back on. Here is the lid. And I love the form of the lid even. The whole thing is just really cool. So there you go. So that was a really interesting piece. It's not functional though, I don't believe. It's just cool to look at. Alright, and then we have this down here. I'm going to put these all on the shelf as soon as I'm done so they don't get kicked over. We have this one. It's kind of a purse form. Again, there's no markings on this. But I loved the form of it, and I thought it would look beautiful with flowers in it. So I purchased that one as well. Alright, now before I dig into the next box, I'm going to go put this stuff on the shelf so it doesn't get knocked over. So one of the things that I connected with these people over was foxes, because they collected foxes. So they had a ton of foxes in their china cabinet, and of course I went through and picked some of my favorites, like this little stiff fox with the bell on it. You're trying to sneak by?
No.
All right, well, I unwrapped a few of the things in here. There's this little Huron fox. It's a little bit smaller than the last ones we got, but still adorable. And I believe this is the rust color. Not positive, but I think that's what that is. And this little clown, I'm not sure if this is Murano or not. That little like hook on the back of his feet was really confusing to me, but this lady is made in France. She is marked on the inside right there. Something Paris, made in France. I'll have to do a little more research because that's not a piece I'm familiar with. And then this bowl had a little fox on it. You can see their Aiken hand decorated USA. And fused glass. There's a fused glass plate. So I'm going to get those on the shelf as well. All right, so I have unboxed everything. Well, I've unwrapped everything in the box. Let's put it that way. So here are the rest of the items in this box. Here we have an Herb Thomas paperweight, and it is signed Hat, H-A-T. This is likely going to be a buy it now because for some reason our Herb Thomas doesn't really perform well at auction, which really surprises me because there's some really stunning work. We've sold vases in the past, and it was just crazy to me that they didn't go higher. This little schnauzer is enamel on copper. It is signed PKL. I don't know who that is. But they, the owners of the house, I believe, had a schnauzer because they had lots of schnauzer stuff. But I think that was the only schnauzer piece I got. This egg, is that Russia? I'm not going to be able to read that. It's in Cyrillic. But it comes with a little stand. Beautifully hand-painted egg. I thought that was gorgeous, especially with the stand. This pumpkin, I'm obsessed. I'm so surprised that there's no signatures on it because the technique on this is just phenomenal. I'm honestly probably going to keep this. You guys know I have a little collection of glass pumpkins, so I'm going to hold on to this one for a while, and then who knows, it may pop up for sale eventually. The fox. The fox struck me as being really nice quality glass. I wasn't convinced it was Murano, but then as I began to turn it, it does have a mark here. It's made in England, and I forget the person's name. I think it's Miller, possibly. And he was just too cute. I don't come across very many art glass foxes. Here is a carnival glass marigold vase. I just saw the carnival glass and thought, you know what, we'll grab that. This little trinket box is signed on the bottom. Teresita design. Little city scene. This is Royal Dalton. It's a fox cup, and the saucer I already moved over onto the shelf. So we have the cup and the saucer. And finally this. This is one of the most beautiful crystalline vases I have seen before. I absolutely love the coloring on that. A lot of the times we'll find them and they'll either be this green, they'll be white, or they'll be all blue, but this seems to have every color variation. It has the blue at the base that goes into the green. It's extremely heavy, and it is signed on the bottom. It looks like Paul Lordan or something like that. And absolutely love this. So, the pumpkin, the fox, that was probably my favorite pieces. And the final box are some of Andrew's acquisitions.
Yeah, there's some books here I'm probably going to hang on to, but these are the cheaper ones. But this one here, this is a $220 book.
Battlefield Prison pen and prison pen. What is it about?
Or Thrice a Prisoner in Rebel Dungeons.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Look at the gold on the cover too.
Yeah, it's on the spine.
That's a really neat looking book.
Yeah, I think this one's 1882. Yeah, 1882.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is a good one. This was a really good book. There were some regimentals in here, and basically what a regimental is a book specifically on a specific unit. So this is the 15th Pennsylvania Cavalry during their Civil War service. 127th Regiment of Pennsylvania Volunteers. Condition on this isn't the greatest, so I got this at a better price than what this goes for. This is a $150 book, $85 book. Normally this would be about a $140 book, but it'll probably be about half that because of the condition. And then there's a couple less expensive books in here.
And we're going to be listing these on Crazy Lamp Lady.
Yeah, I'm going to give Dina some notes, and she's going to put all these up by it now. This one's funeral addresses for Daniel Webster's funeral. The Life of General Scott by Mansfield. This is like a $40 book. And then this one's kind of cool. This is Harper's Magazine. So this has got a lot of, this is a whole year's worth of magazine articles, and there's usually etchings and stuff in there. So this is a cool book. This is only maybe like a $25 book max.
But it got the cool points.
But it's 1870s. You know, you can get something really old and inexpensive.
Cool.
So yeah, we'll mess with those books next week after the weekend or whatever.
Sounds good.
Okay.
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 All right, bye.
So I think that's pretty much it for putzing around here at the shop. It is going on 5:30 and I'm having groceries delivered and I have to get home so they don't just sit out on the porch. So we're gonna get out of here now. I'm gonna take the kids home. They're actually in the back room. They're being very well behaved. They're watching TV and Juliet is playing on her new cell phone. So we're gonna get out of here now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you all tomorrow. So thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed this video. In case you spotted something you just can't live without, we do post 25 to 30 new items in our eBay shop every single day, and I've posted a link to that down in the description.